So this is Thursday and tomorrow is practice. Pressure's on. And I don't feel pressure that much anymore. I mean, it's still there. I've just gotten used to it at this point of, you know, hurry up, we gotta make this happen because people have spent money. But yeah, it is this like stressful, crushing pressure. Especially when the car wasn't even running right until Tuesday. Today's Thursday. So 2 days ago, it was still misfiring. What did the misfire end up being? Hold on. The misfire ended up being this. Is a brand new spark plug wire. And it happens. It's like, it's definitely not the fault of the company that gave it to me. You know, manufacturing issues just happen. It's really, you gotta judge them on their customer service and how quick they respond and what they respond with. Because you can buy the best of products and sooner or later there's gonna be a bad one. But it was my fault. I should have checked the part before I even put them in. It's easy to check the resistance of something because it's cost me 8 hours to hunt this down out of all the parts. And I just started assuming, well, my coils are new, so they should be working. My wires are new, so they should be working. My spark plugs only have 15 laps, so they should be working. I was assuming a lot of things. And then I was trying to chase down this ghost, which happened to be right in front of me. So it just goes to show, it doesn't matter how good the product is, you know, when you're dealing with manufacturing of hundreds and hundreds of copies of it, you've got to just make sure that that particular one you have works because people have bad days, or the manufacturing in another country, wherever it came from, they have bad days, or things go wrong. It's just the reality of it. And if you want to save a lot of time, take the time to pre-trip all of the equipment that you're installing in your vehicle, because otherwise you could be wasting a lot of time. Whatever. What else? So I did the paint job. Thomas came over. I'll show some clips. We actually got all the brake ducts in, which is great. We didn't get the splitter in. It's just not going to happen. Driving around here, the temperature on the gauge just dropped. So I think we're going to be fine for cooling. I'm not worried about that. And we got the brake ducts in. So brakes should be cool. I would love to have a splitter, especially at Road Atlanta. I mean, I think it would really, really benefit from it. But you've just got to, when you're running a team, you got to make choices. You know, do I have enough time for this? Is this realistic? And it wasn't. I still got to do 2 panel patches today, and I've got to mount this switchboard, and it's Thursday. And I haven't even finished painting, so just got to make decisions. What's the priority? You know, I can just stop painting. It's no problem. I really do need that switch. I need to have those patches in. I won't pass tech, so tech's the priority. I need to put a rubber grommet in the firewall, and I'm pretty much done. But that's my priority, because you know I can race without painting besides the number, and I can do that in a heartbeat. That's the first white patch, putting a number right there. You know, so you've got to think about what's the most important thing, and it gets hard because you get distracted. I probably should have patched those panels yesterday. That's the priority, right? Why was I painting? I just wasn't thinking, but then I was thinking about, you know, paint takes a long time to dry and cure, and if I did it today, and then I'm loading it, it's gonna be a big old mess. So that's kind of why I decided it, and I gambled, but now I really got to get it done. And I'm supposed to go pick up this U-Haul in like 20 minutes, so got a lot to do. I think that's it for updates. I'm excited. From what I drove around here, the car seemed good in the high RPM. That was the problem. Was this wire to the coil was not producing spark at high RPM, was just producing a lot of misfire. So I think we'll be all right. This is probably gonna end up really ugly, but as long as people know we're supporting St. Jude's and that Belton sponsored us. If you're into sim racing like I am, and that's how I got into where I am today, I'm running this team. He organizes a lot of sim racing. He does iRacing, he does a set of course, he does Project Cars. Just go into his Discord, I'll put a link right here. Just hop in there and say hi. And you know, as long as you're not a jerk or racist or weird, you know, weird's actually okay. You know, but as long as you're a decent human being, everybody's welcoming in that group, and you can organize and talk, and he's a great organizer. and I have a lot of fun racing with him. He's a fantastic guy. I really wish he was actually racing with us on this, but this time of year, it's peak season for him. It's actually peak season for me. So big shout out to everybody at work, my coworkers that helped me get through this and covered for me here and there so I could get back to working on the car, to my manager allowing me to take a day off during the season, because at UPS, this is crunch time for us as well. So it is literally an act of God almost that I'm here, but it wasn't God, it was my manager, Scott. So I really do appreciate that. Yeah, and I appreciate all the feedback from everybody constantly on YouTube. You guys have been a phenomenal help with advice and suggestions, and I love this little community that I've grown on my channel, and I love the growth that we've had this year. So probably just a couple more videos and that'll be it for 2019 for Lemons. Oh yeah, so let's talk about donations. I got one of my first donations ended up being from a friend, which is fantastic. I do prefer it from strangers because I'm not really here to ask for my friend's help, but it is good. And what he did is he donated for the first 5 laps. He'll give us $1. After the first 25, he'll give us first 5 laps is $1 a lap. After that, for the next 25 laps, he'll give us $5. When we hit 50 laps, he'll give us another $5. And when we hit 100 laps, he'll give us another $5 with a maximum payout of $20. Outstanding, very generous. I don't know if you want to be anonymous or not, so I'll just leave it as anonymous for now. Make sure when you email me, actually he didn't say he wanted to be anonymous, so his YouTube is Karshimi. I'll put a link up here. And Jason has been outstanding with help and constantly me bothering him with questions because he's had a working one of these. This car was never running when we got it. So it's been, wonderful to bounce questions off of somebody and have direct contact with them constantly to ask questions about. But yeah, so if you don't want to do an immediate gift to St. Jude's, because if you click the link, it'll be like something in gift. Gift is what you want to do if you just want to make a one-time donation. Donate $1. You don't have to donate a lot of money. Donate 50 cents if it lets you. Anything is better than nothing. And it is for a good cause. If your child has cancer and St. Jude's can help them, they will, and you don't pay anything. Whether you can afford it or not, that's just their policy. But that money does come from somewhere, and it comes from people who do fundraising for them. So it's fantastic. If you got kids or like kids, it's a great charity. If you want to do weird math, you just email me at atlriot2057@gmail.com. Put the link right there. Have fun with it, if you want to be like, I'll donate 10 cents per lap and minus $1 for every pit stop, or every pit stop that you do under 5 minutes, I'll give you $5, whatever. You can get some weird math, just don't put divide by 0 at the end and be a jerk about it. I mean, I get it, but it's funny, but I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time doing math only to find out that it's $0. 10 cents is fine, a penny is fine, I don't care, anything. If enough people donate a penny, unfortunately my channel's pretty small, but if you share this, maybe a lot of other people donate a penny. We get a bunch of pennies together, it might be a couple bucks and it might help somebody. So, it's a season for giving. Everybody's financial situation is different. If you can afford it, that's great. If you can't, I get it, I really do. If you really can't afford $1, hey man, I totally understand. I'm not here to judge you on it, but for those who can, I do appreciate it, and I have appreciated the donations that we're already getting. Anyway, guys, I hope I see you at the race this weekend. It's in Road Atlanta in Brazelton in Georgia. It's about an hour from the city. If there's no traffic, could be longer, could be shorter. It's $30 for the entire weekend. No, I don't have free tickets. We all had to pay. It's just how it is. It's not bad fee. That's $15 a day if you go for both days. It's a lot of fun. You can walk around anywhere. If I'm working on the car underneath it, you can literally slide underneath there with me. I mean, please don't be weird unless you introduce yourself first. But, you can go anywhere. You can do anything. Obviously, you can't hop onto the track, but yeah, it's very nice, open community. There's vendors. Everybody's super cool at Lemons. You could probably give a hand if you're good mechanically. You could just walk over and be like, hey, you guys need a hand? Like, yeah, we're trying to get this wheel bearing in, It's like, well, I'm good with a sledgehammer. It's just one of those things. It's a great time. I encourage everybody to come. But if you can't, I get it. I'll try to do as much videoing as I can. I am running a team, so I'm gonna have to manage the car, manage my drivers and their expectations, and any problems that arise. So it's tough. One of my best friends was supposed to be here to do all the filming, but unfortunately some things happen in his life too, and I get that. Anyways, I've got a lot of work to do, and the more work I do, the less stress I feel. So I appreciate you guys watching. Wish me the best of luck. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, hit that little bell so that every time right next to the subscription button that I upload a video, you'll get a notification so you can watch the video right away. Don't be shy about it. You should be proud that you watch my channel, so share it with people because that's the only way it grows. And yeah, if you guys got any questions or comments, post them down below. That helps the rankings go up. Getting the thumbs up button makes that go up in the rankings for other people to see. Even if you dislike the video, just put Y and put the thumbs down button. It still helps. So on that note, I will see you guys at the racetrack. I'm out of here.
You know that. Look good. You do!
Look at that marksmanship, or penmanship, or paintmanship. Actually, black is great. It's so hard to mess up. I should just paint this whole thing black right now. That's probably what I should do. Probably. Man, it's a really good idea now that I think about it. Shoot. Oh, I don't have the time. Next race, next race.